So to Grange TV, we have with us Mr. David Roberts, perhaps the fittest man in New South Wales, and Mr. Robert Whittaker, the biracial angel.
Yep.
So
we also have some other guys in the room. We've got some documentary fellas
from Stormbringer.
They've been following me around. You got a lot of people to see. Saw them in the embedded. They've been following me around. They're making a bit of a documentary on my life, on what got me to where I am, my ups and downs. Yeah, it should be good.
So how was your weekend? Do you get into a fight?
Yeah, it's all right.
Who started it?
It was a good weekend. I think a lot of people realise I fought on the weekend. I did unfortunately lose. It happens. It is what it is. Leading into that week, the training, the prep, the diet, the weight cut, everything was on point. Every session was in the bank. My cardio was immaculate. My strength was the best it's ever been. The weight cut was the easiest I've done. And honestly, I felt great. I felt great walking into the octagon. I felt great when I was fighting Adesanya. I felt great in there. It's just, it just wasn't my night. It happens. I got caught. I want to say a big thank you to a lot of people. I'm going to say it now because we've got time. But I'm going to say, first and foremost, I'm going to say thank you to my coaching staff. They were wonderful. Like in the prep, leading into the fight, they got me the sharpest I've ever been. When we got to the fight, when we were in the fight, everything was on point. Honestly, there's a lot of comments and a lot of people and a lot of things like, oh, you should have done this, should have done that. Trust me when I say that we have been kept up a lot these past few nights thinking about what could have happened, what we could have done differently. But it all comes down to the fact that I couldn't have done anything differently because I felt great. I felt amazing in there. And it is what it is.
You've got to credit the other dude too. It's not like you're fighting a bum. Like the guy can fucking fight. And at that level, you make a mistake, boom, done. Even you don't make a mistake sometimes. And the guy's out there doing his thing too.
Yeah, and that's just how it was. I went in there feeling the best I ever have. And I got caught. And, I took the L. That's just what happens. But
can I say something? Because I've seen stuff and I've dealt with, just seen stuff around or, I try not to read stuff, but I think like a lot of people don't understand, like life's not a fucking fairy tale. Like you lose. And the problem is that a lot of the people that do post the comments and that and say stuff, like overwhelmingly, I think Grange TV has been really, like the Grange TV supporters overall have been overwhelmingly supportive. But like there's people that just don't get it. Like they've never done anything in their life and they don't understand that like two people going in, one of you's going to lose. Yeah. And it's not like he's not ready and you're not ready. One of you is going to lose.
That's a big thing. Like exactly like you said.
Sorry to think. They're the same fuckwits. They're the same fuckwits that if Adesanya had lost, would have said he was overrated, which he's not overrated.
Yeah, no, he is very good. He's very good. That's a lot of things. I think that's something big that a lot of people don't realize is that you can do everything right and still lose. That's the stakes we play. That's what happens when you're fighting at the level that we do. And it's a bitter pill to swallow. I'm feeling down now because it sucks to lose. I don't like losing, but it's just something I've got to ride out. I hate going on Instagram because I see X, Y, and Z reaction to this, a replay of this, a small clip of that, and I'm just sick of it. So I leave that and then I go onto YouTube. And then all the recommended stuff is UFC 243, reaction to this, outburst here. And I was like, I can't escape it. And I feel terrible. But I understand that this is a wave I'm going to have to ride out. No one likes losing. But, and it's one that I'm acutely aware of. I'm very aware of my mental health and my mental space and just how I am as a person. So, I think being aware of it is very important for me because I'm dealing with it very well, considering, But I always knew that this is just part of the game. You do everything right and still lose. And I knew when I get in there, sometimes you just get caught, and it happened. So, and that's that, But
I think the thing that there's a few things like I've been thinking. Like obviously, we went over it. The other coaches, we spoke about it. We saw the fight. There's things. I don't know. Everyone seems to know what If they knew what was going to happen, then they wouldn't be living at home, sleeping in his mother's bed between mum and dad.
Yeah.
They would have invested in Google if they knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean?
Or Apple.
Anything.
Hey, yeah, and that's a big thing. Like, it's very easy to reflect on a fight after the fact.
100%.
But nobody realizes like how I felt going there. I felt great. I just got clipped and I lost. And
so talk us through the fight, because like you were there, but like how you felt.
Yeah, I felt great going in. I felt great walking out. I felt great in there. I felt great trading with him. I did. I felt great. I didn't feel like I wasn't getting outstruck. I felt good, but he's a great fighter. His timing's on point, and I was trying to close that gap to get in on him, and I got caught at the end of the first, which set the tone for the second. I went back to what I was doing, and I got caught in the second round as well.
I think once you get caught like that, how hard you got caught and how well it was right on the chin. A lot of people don't realize like that changes how the fight's going to go. Like they don't get that. And like a fun little experiment that they can do is pick a recipe that they like to cook, something simple like an omelette, and then get punched in the face so hard that you drop on your back, and then you have a minute, right, to get right, and then you got to cook the omelette.
Yeah,
just try that at home. And then every time you fuck up, have a friend punch you.
No, just for legalities, I'm going to say, no, do not try this at home.
And then if you want to criticize, like, you can also try do it from like what the corner could have said to him different. So what you can do is get your mum and punch her in the face, drop her, put her prop her back up on a stool, give her the instructions in a minute, and then she has to cook the omelette. And every time she messes up, hit your mum.
Okay.
I hope some of these people try it.
Do not do any of this at home. Listeners and viewers.
It's a fun little experiment,
if you do
guys.
so, it's under your own. You're like, that's your fault. That's not ours. Yeah, I've already said that.
We have all disclaimers.
But yeah, no, I felt great. And honestly, big thanks to my coaching staff for getting me there. Like, I couldn't have felt better than I did. I felt on top of the world. I felt the best I ever have. It just wasn't my night.
And in fairness as well, like I think we one of the things, a couple of things is like I think people grow up in like a video game culture, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like where it's like, it's not two people like, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that, and da-da-da. It's like a fight that's happening live between two human beings. And we live in a pain avoidance culture where people, don't want to experience normal pain that you have to go through. And they're certainly not going to put it all on the line in the way that you did. Mm. And thirdly is like, you saying what you're saying is crediting your opponent. It's not taking anything away. No. You're not saying, hey, you know what? I wasn't at my best and it was my mistake, not what you did. Yeah, man, he fought well. He won. That's it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I've been saying. Like, I felt good. We both went out there. I got clipped. I took the loss. And that night wasn't my night. But I said it before, tomorrow might be. And that's kind of our approach on the whole matter, because it's a single fight doesn't make me who I am. Everything I do makes me who I am. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you to a special shout out to Sophia and my old man. My old man was racking up 10,000 steps a day, which people at home might not realize this, but he's a big guy. He's a big guy,
big Jack,
big fella, big Jack, and he was racking up 10,000 steps a day. I'm not giving my wife as much credit because she should be hitting those steps. Love you, babe. But yeah, they were racking up those steps, walking back and forth, like with the cooking, the shopping. Because every day I needed fresh food, so they'd go to the shop, then they'd walk to my old man's place, they'd cook the food, then they'd come back to my room and give it to me. And they did that every single day. And special shout out to them, as well as a shout out to Grange TV, like us. But not us, especially Dave Roberts and Eli Hedges. Those guys.
The Ballon Bruiser.
Those guys were they really went above and beyond the Call of Duty that week. They put on their little press hats. they just dove in the trenches.
I could hear Eli yelling out the game plan. He was going, chin up, swing your arms, chin up. The Ballina combo. He's yelling them all out from the... I could hear him.
I heard Dave, like, stop moving.
Stop moving. Just trade. Knees straight. Swing your arms.
Plant your feet. Plant your feet.
Some really good fighting there.
Yeah, but they fight differently up there in Ballina. But yeah, so hats off to Grange TV. You guys were
and the
unreal.
fans, man. The
Grange TV fans, like, speak about your experiences with the fans of Grange TV.
I didn't deal with them as much, but honestly, like, just a lot of the comments and that overwhelmingly supportive. A lot of the people on social media were really, really supportive. Like 98% of people, I would say. Tristan from Stormbringer went so far as to say 99% of people. I'm more a conservative fellow, and it was around 98. 98% of people were pretty supportive. There were a couple of people that shouldn't breed. Do you know what I mean? There were a couple of people that, to me, honestly, like, we have a surplus of human beings on the planet, and you just outed yourself. So whatever joy, honestly, I say this to you, honestly. And if it offends you, I don't mean to offend you so that you kill yourself, because that's not what I want. I want you to become a better person. Like, if you're offended by that, it means you're in the 2%. And it means that you're a person that wants to shit on someone that dared to do something that 99.9999% of people will never try. So to me, to put everything on the line and compete, you should just kindly exit stage left and shut the fuck up, because you have zero idea of what you're talking about. That's my honest opinion on it. And 98%, it's still up for debate, of Grange TV people were amazing, and even people in general, I think, were pretty cool.
Thank you to the Grange TV fans, because I like to think we're creating a little culture here at Grange TV. You know, we're creating a little culture here of, like, pretty straight-laced people. Like, we do have our dry humour, and like, you either get it or you don't. But we don't force you to hang around if you don't like the way we speak. But you know, I think like attracts like, and I really felt that with the Grange TV fans out there. I heard you actually say that you couldn't leave the hotel room without being asked for a photo.
It was insane. There was maybe they cut off streets. It was pretty crazy. I thought Sting was in town.
I actually heard a story that Dave Roberts was going out to the crowd handing out numbers. Dave lost his mind.
No, it was actually Eli, man. Eli lost his mind. He got numbers given to him, and he was a man on a mission. He would actually turn back people who didn't recognise him first. So, Eli actually, just shout out to Eli, did a fantastic job with the interviews and all that stuff. He was
actually, you know what? Shout out to Eli's creativity and ingenuity for that device he put together.
Bertha, he named it.
He
named it
the handheld thing.
Explain Bertha.
Bertha is a gimbal, and because we didn't have the attachments for a microphone, do you know that it's like a stabilizer for the phone.
Oh, it keeps it level.
So he gaff taped the microphone to the bottom of it. So just picture this: we're in the media room. We have these thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Eli rocks in with a gimbal we just brought from JB Hi-Fi, gaff tape microphone, and then you walk in and say, Eli, to the front of the room, please. It was fucking awesome.
And there's Eli there with his handmade concoction device, and everyone else has these big $200,000 cameras.
Yeah.
But that just...
He got recognised a lot,
he did.
That just goes to show that I stand by what I believe in, which is gaffer tape and strapping tape. Shout out Victor Sports. There is nothing that he can't fix.
No, just accept a broken heart.
Is it? No. Hey, but tell me this now. If you had enough strapping tape...
It'd come close. It'd certainly come close. One of the things that I noticed with Eli, though, is that absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I just saw him change, I saw him change. Like that little boy from Ballina just wasn't around.
Yeah, the country boy from up north isn't...
Nah, he was a rock star.
He stayed up north.
He was a rock star up in... down in Melbourne, I should say.
But yeah, the Grange TV reception, the fans, and just it was unreal.
What's next, Rob? Because I've heard people ask you, are you going to retire? Are you going to go live in the hills by yourself? What are you going to do? Are you going to buy a hatchet and move to a state forest?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm done. Guys, people may not know this, but I've lost before. I've lost before, and I came back better. And that's exactly what I intend to do. I'm under no illusion that I was unbeatable. You know, everybody can beat anybody on the given day. And I'm just gonna lick my wounds. I'm gonna get back to the mats on Monday, and I'm just gonna start training again and try and just beat the next guy. You know, I'm not gonna quit because I've had a setback. I'm not gonna quit because I lost.
But is it even a setback in as far as like you lost? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's part of the journey, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not even a setback. You know what was a setback when I had to go for surgery? That was a setback. You know, this isn't even a setback. This is just part of the career. This is just part of my journey. This is just part of the ups and downs of fighting. It's like if you never wanted to encounter hardships like this or the taste of defeat, then you never would have I would have never put my hat in the ring, because it's always there. It's looming, and
everyone loses.
Everybody loses. You know,
except Khabib.
Except Khabib, and I stand by that. I don't think he ever loses. Like that guy is unreal. But yeah, everybody barring Khabib loses. Yeah, you know, and it's just part of the game. So no, I'm not going to retire because I lost. Like, what am I? Fucking hell, stupid. And people who thought I was going to retire, stupid. But I'm going to get back to work, and just beat the next guy. You know, maybe. Yeah, work and get my hands a little higher. We'll see. It
was good. What do you think of the atmosphere in that in Melbourne?
The atmosphere was unreal. You know, the city of Melbourne was electric. You could feel it. You walk down the streets, you could feel it. It made it to the point where after the fight, I didn't want to be in Melbourne because it just reminded me of the whole UFC, and then it was just too much. You know. And there were Stylebender shirts walking everywhere, and I was like, fucking hell. And then they were, you know, shout out to all the Reaper fans, the part of the Reaper Nation that wore all their Reaper shirts.
I'll put mine right at the bottom of the suitcase.
The Reaper, all the Reaper apparel, the Reaper Army, you guys were unreal. Because as we were driving back to the hotel room, obviously I'm quite defeated. I could see my Reaper Nation guys out there battling with the Stylebender crews, swearing at each other from across the road. And I was like, the battle was lost, but the war is still going. So honestly, thank you to all the Reaper Nation guys. Like, yeah.
And honestly, and the Stylebender guys as well, because without one, there isn't the other, really.
Yeah.
You're only as good as your adversaries, you know?
Yeah, you know.
So thank you for supporting the fight, really.
Yeah, you guys that support the fight for what it is, a sport, you know, a bit of entertainment, and understand what it is, you know, hats off to you. For the guys that Fab touched on earlier that just want to shit on people, then
have a long, hard look at yourself and a glass of water. Yeah. Have a long, hard look at yourself.
Yeah.
You know, smear the peanut butter off your genitals, get your dog off you, and just have a look at yourself. There's more to life, mate, than what you guys are doing. Because that's what you are. You're a degenerate.
I hope you stumble and fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
Not die.
No.
Just
broken toes.
Just injure yourself enough that shit's difficult for you for the next couple of weeks.
I think that's fair. That's really fair.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. But you know, in terms of like my fight career, that's where I'm going. Like I'm still doing things. But yeah, I'm going to be training. I'm going to be just...
What's next, though? Because before you fight, or you're going to fight, what do you want to do?
In the immediate future?
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I'm very super pumped. You know, with the loss on the weekend, I was a little disappointed. But
no, but before you go to training, because we spoke about this earlier, we have to see... we have to get a brain scan.
Oh, yes. So before I start training and stuff, obviously I have to look at my health first. Health is always number one. It's always my primary concern because... I have a family and I do this for my family. So if I don't look after my health, there's no point in me really doing this for my family. So I'm going to go get a CT scan and do a complete checkup, look after myself because your brain is real. I got hit, you know, it happens. It's so I'm going to go make sure that I'm all good. Then once I know I'm sweet, I'm going to get back into training. I'm going to start working again, and then I'm going to just see what happens. You know, I'm not looking to take a long time off. Obviously, I have to give myself the appropriate amount of rest time for my brain. But I want to get back in there and I want to just get back to work. That's what I do.
Hey, let's read these people before we go on to the next thing.
Can you see it okay?
Yes, sir.
You read them, Rob?
Steve Booth.
Fucking
Always got
Steve, what a legend.
Steve.
We interviewed him. Did you check out that interview?
Yeah, I saw it.
Always
Awesome.
got your back, boys. Looking forward to seeing an active Rob. Respect the Reaper. Thank you, my brother. Mahad Ali.
Sends a very, very significant
Thumbs up.
brown thumbs up. Up.
Brown thumbs up.
Yeah.
Digsy Dugan. No matter what, this is the Reaper Nation. Thank you, boss. You guys are awesome. Gaspar. Can't wait to get my long sleeve tee, Rob. Looking forward to seeing you back in the octagon. Things happen. Just depends on how you bounce back. Cheers. Thank you, mate. Oh, Digsy
Dugan's gone mad.
Dugan's gone mad. He's just throwing money everywhere. Great job, Eli, with the camera following you. Brian Lane. If Steve gets an immediate rematch with DC, I'd like to see you get a rematch too. Either way, I'd be excited to see you back no matter who you face.
I don't think Steve's fighting DC.
Yeah,
I think it's Stipe.
I think he meant Stipe.
Not Steve Booth, heavens no.
Steve Booth fighting DC.
That would be a good fight.
I think so. I think Steve's got it though. He'll just make the fight dirty. You know what I mean? Just take it into the fourth and fifth rounds. Grind out takedowns.
I like him. I like Steve. And this one, what's that one?
Godbiz.
It says what? Because I can't read.
Join hashtag Dope Fights group on Facebook. Godbiz, I appreciate the $2, but I'm not gonna. I'm sorry, I don't really join groups on Facebook.
And look at this one by Jovan Lazo.
Jovan Lazo.
It says, love you, Rob. You'll always be our...
Biracial angel.
The biracial angel.
You can have your fucking $5 back, buddy. I'm joking. Appreciate that.
What's the next one?
Lockdog 666. Did you smash those dumplings? And where did you go to get them? So straight after the fight, I didn't go out. I was kind of a little mopey, as you would expect. And I ordered about 13 pizzas.
How many did you eat? 4.
And then my wife had some, my dad had some, Pete and Dan came over and they had some, and I just chilled in the room. Didn't feel like going outside. It's what I do. And that's one of the things we try to keep consistent, win, lose, draw, is that after the fight, we don't celebrate, we don't do anything differently. We just go back to the room, we just unwind, and we do everything the same because...
Try and keep the same people in the room.
Yeah, exactly that. Because, the people who celebrate you when you win aren't going to necessarily be there for you when you lose if you make that sort of atmosphere and create that sort of culture. So we just keep it straight. We keep it all the same. And it was good. I had just a tight-knit people that care about me. And this is it. The people that I had in the room with me that night were the people that didn't care that I had lost. Were just worried about how I was feeling, like worried about my health. And that's what you need. That's all you need.
I don't know what fighter it was. I don't know if it was Julio Cesar Jr. or something or whoever. But he said when he won, he had like 1,000 missed calls on his phone. And when he lost, he had 3 and like 2 of them were his mum.
Yeah.
It's crazy, eh? Hey, before we... Grape Monkey. That's what we're up to.
We've got to keep hitting. Awesome meeting you, Fab and Grange TV. Keep your head up, Rob, and maybe try spreading into the MMA Reddit audience. They love you.
Thank you very much. It was good to meet you too, man.
Great Monkey, I've never really delved into Reddit. The only time I've ever gone into Reddit was to look up like game guides and build strategies for different games. But do you go into Reddit much?
A little bit, but never for like MMA stuff. I don't look at a lot of MMA stuff because it's just too much.
It's hard being in that atmosphere 24/7.
Yeah, it's a bit much, but yeah. So
Matt Foster, gymnastics. Proud of your positive mindset. Keep it up. Thank you, Matt. John Spicer, $20.
Well done, John.
Crazy.
John Spicer, throwing out big guns. No cues, brother. Listen to your podcast and I've been following your career for a while. You're a true role model and you seem like such a good husband and father. And you're an absolute warrior. Hulk, BJJ, Wayne Kim and Scotch Fingers.
Wow. We were with you, man, right to the end.
Yeah. No.
But hey, it can happen. It can happen in the last 3 seconds, and you fucked that up too.
I'm pretty sure he took that from The Embedded because we were talking about Scotch Fingers,
Okay, John, my apologies. Let's go with the next one.
And the Hulk, because he's my favourite Marvel character.
Right.
Until he turns shit skinny, like regional Hulk.
And why BJJ?
Hey. Oh, because I said that the Hulk would be a demon if he did jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Can you imagine trying...
Genuinely, I apologise, John.
To get the Hulk off you?
Yep.
In that half guard?
100%. Hashka Bashka? Is that what it says?
Love you, Rob. Come back stronger. # the Reaper. The Dupani. Nothing, just gave us $10.
Well done, Dupani.
Thank you, brother.
More like you, mate. More like you. They broke the mold when they made you. Sam Reed.
You'll come back stronger. Blake Lamont. Mountains have dips, Robbie. See you at the top.
Mate, somebody framed that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Muhammad.
Muhammad
Aslam.
What's your rank on League of Legends? 1-2 place. I assume this says place. This says pla, but it's place. I haven't placed this season. I got to gold last season and I needed to have a break. The grind was too real. Jack Carmichael, my mate Scob is a big fan. Can you give him a shout out? For $3, I will, mate.
Shout out, Scob.
Shout out, Scob.
Fombat.
You owe your mate $1.50. Fombat. Champ, you're the reason I started working out. Good on you, mate.
Oh, awesome.
Working out and physical health is very important.
Goes hand in hand with your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
How bizarre.
When you said how bizarre, I thought
there was
like
you have to read the question mark. Look, there's a question mark.
No, I understand that's the name.
That's because you've got the grammar of a 2-year-old. You would have just said how bizarre. It's how bizarre.
No, it wasn't that. It was the way how you said it. It felt like
Dave gets it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure
you guys don't understand, mate. I'm creative and I'm artistic. I'm being held down being in this fucking stupid team. I should be in Hollywood.
So shout out to all the experts with inverted commas.
Yeah.
Taking
bunny ears,
precious time out of their day to coach a world champion. Dims Vents. Oh, no. Dim. I get it.
Josh Butera says, thanks for putting on a show, champ.
You're welcome. Sorry it didn't go longer.
Strider, who hit harder, Izzy or Romero?
Well, fuck, I have to say Izzy. So, yeah.
But he got you on the button, in fairness. He got you right on the button.
You know, honestly, the hardest hitting guy that I've ever fought was Natal. He just his hands felt heavy. But I didn't get caught by him. So, who knows? Richmond Grace. My last $2 for you, Rob.
You're a champion, man.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it.
But then, cleverly, he put another one. My last $2 for you, Rob. But is that from NZ?
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Well done, Richmond Grace.
He
gave us his last $4. Or it was like a subtle joke.
Yeah.
Davin, 999. Still the champ to us all. # undefeated bot lane. Thanks, Dav. I'm assuming it's you. It's a mate of mine. Ross Riley. Is he hit hard or just clean shots? Just clean. I didn't feel like they're particularly hard. But, mate, everybody's got a light switch.
And when you say that, it's in fairness, you're not saying he doesn't hit hard. You're just saying
he hits hard enough.
Fuck, he's a professional fighter.
But
one of the better kickboxers in the world.
Yeah, it was just a clean, great shot.
Brendan Defina,
enjoy a beer. Thank you. I will. Brian
Lane.
Stipe Miocic. Sorry,
okay. Thank you.
Paid another $2 to correct himself.
Champion, Brian.
Mate, you are a gentleman. You see that, guys? He doesn't shirk away from his responsibilities because it costs money.
Someone just posted $50.
Circa Mervta. Hem, everyone, even myself. Heme. What does that mean? Heme. Have you guys heard of Heme?
Heme, not.
That might be an internet thing.
So, hey, Rob, you ever Twitch stream in your free time?
That's Rock and Roller 524. Yes. We're twitching right now, actually. You know, we're twitching the podcast, but I do Twitch stream. Not I haven't been very consistent lately because of commitments, but I look to pick it back up.
Dave, can you just make a mental note of where we are, and we'll come back to our fans in a sec.
We're just hitting them.
Our supporters. But so I was going to say to you, what exactly happens now then? So you get your scan?
Yeah, I'll get my scans and I'll make sure my health is up to scratch, and then we just get back to work like we always do.
When are you looking at fighting?
Considering like if my health is all on point, on check, February, March next year, that's not out of the ordinary. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good.
All right. What's PAX?
Oh yes, finally. So I was very obviously I'm disappointed, but at the same token, I'm starting to get excited because this weekend is PAX, and I am heading down. I'm heading down to hang out with the Bethesda team. Wearing my Doom shirt because I'm pumped for the game release. If you haven't played it, please check it out.
What is Doom?
Doom's like a classic, like shoot 'em up, demons, blood, that sort of game. Never played Doom. Dave, you ever played Doom?
Yep.
You played Doom.
It's a classic game.
Yeah.
Just sell it to me.
They did a movie and The Rock was in it.
Oh no,
that was a shit movie,
eh? You're losing people.
That was fun.
Slow down.
Movie.
You're losing.
I thought we had The Rock, but come on.
No, I say you're losing because I'm not a fan of The Rock because my wife thinks he's attractive. So The Rock, fucking watch out. Don't be bringing your shit over here, brother. Before I got my wife, I met my wife. I was a fan of his though, so I thought him on WWE, the rock bottom was the shit, people's chant, right? Then my wife said he's so handsome, and I thought you're on the ban list. Doom is just a fast pace, get guns, shoot things, watch them explode sort of game. It runs super smooth. If you feel like, honestly, if you just want to get on and just smash some shit, flick on Doom. It is great. Like there's a storyline. It's like a demonic invasions and apocalypse sort of thing.
So what's the background?
I don't know.
You just said the apocalypse and all that.
Yeah, there's demons, and there's like a big demon boss, and he's summoning other demons, and all you really need to know about the game is that you shoot with the mouse buttons, like, and you just that's it. You just walk around shooting everything.
I need stories.
If it moves, you shoot it.
I need this. Have you been to PAX before?
I have last year. So
what's that like?
I am.
So does Bethesda make that? They're the people that sponsor.
Bethesda owns Doom, and they just brought out the new version of Doom. So they've also the Bethesda, for people that don't know, they're the owners of like the Elder Scrolls, Fallout series, like some of the honestly the iconic RPGs ever. Most iconic RPGs.
What's RPG?
Ever. Role-playing games. So like these are games that I grew up playing that helped me get through some hard times. You know what I mean? And so
that's not like you playing like a Filipino maid or nothing like that.
No, it's me playing like a elf mage.
In real life?
No, in the game.
Okay, fuck, all right.
What?
But
I don't know, mate. I want to
go through your head.
At these things at PAX, do you go dressed up as the fucking elf?
But I have dressed up.
As what?
As a little warrior with.
Oh, you're fucked.
Fucking what?
What?
So you go there dressed up?
No, I got dressed when I got there. They had like a little booth.
So you people walking around and you dressed up.
Did you say you people?
Oh God.
No, but are you serious?
When I got there, I put on some armor and a sword.
No, you're a fuckwit. Are you serious?
Hey.
Have
you do it too, David?
I do it at Supernova.
Those are fucking fighting words.
No, but David, I do. You do it too.
Supernova and Comic-Con, I do it. And my daughters dress up and my wife dress up, and we do.
Go talk shit about his wife.
Nah, are you serious?
She'll kick your ass, man. Fucking over.
No, it's fun. It's fun,
man.
and like almost like cosplay, which is what it's called.
Yeah,
a lot of people there are huge, like they dress in a big
There's
outfits.
competitions, man.
There's competitions and stuff like that. It's like there's a culture around it. That's why I'm so excited and going this weekend because it's so different to what I'm used to.
You should have got your brain scanned before.
Oh yeah. Says the guy who went on a mini rant at the beginning of the podcast. told some dude about living in his basement with his punching out his mum.
That was a fair one. Okay. So tell me this. So what happens? You go to PAX.
Yes.
Are you going to dress up this year?
Oh, if there's a booth there. Yeah. I'll send you photos too.
Don't send me photos.
I will. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the armor on with nothing underneath. I'm gonna send you photos.
You're such a fucking creep.
I said just you photos.
So that's you. So that's real. So
yeah, and you go there and there's lots of. So the whole thing is a gaming convention, right? So there's a lot of stalls. There's like indie game stalls, there's Bethesda game stalls. There's all the big, like PC brands, and there's a few competitions like for the esports and different things. It's honestly it's like the Easter show of video games. It's unreal. It's so much fun. I really really enjoyed going last time, and I'm going this time.
As a Doom representative?
No, as just like I'm going to go join the Bethesda crew, so I'm going to be hanging out with those guys and chilling with those. Got some good friends there, and you know they're one of my biggest supporters actually. You know, shout out Bethesda, and I'm going to be hanging out at their stalls and doing some promotional stuff with their games.
In dress up?
Because I'm such a fan. If they want me to dress up, I will dress up. Even if they don't want me to dress up, I still may dress up. It's
as
fine.
What would you dress up as?
Anything.
Like what? Tell me something.
I don't know.
Like would you dress up as a zombie, for instance?
No.
What would you dress
Stupid.
up as? I just want to know.
I don't know. It depends what they have. Like they had a stall last time. If they have a stall this time, I'll just slap on some armor. You know, get a sword or two. Go around swinging. Get some photos.
And what about you, Dave? You dress up?
Yeah, I'd probably go. I'm more of a Resident Evil fan, so I'd probably.
Will you be there when he's there?
Nah, probably not. I'm not going down there. I normally go to Supernova and Comic Con and some of that stuff.
And you dress up as?
My daughters normally dress up, but if I go, I can go as Star Wars or whatever.
Which character from Star Wars?
Probably have to go as a Jedi. The fattest Jedi out there.
Hey, you don't need that much physical fitness to be a Jedi. It's all mind tricks.
Yeah,
Yep,
true.
Very true.
Fuck.
But no, I'm going down there, and I cannot wait to see everybody down there, and just to be in the culture of that space. It's so different. It blew me away last year because
it sounds fascinating.
I went down there, mate. You're not invited.
Do you know what? I reckon Fab will go. He's a closet He-Man fan. I reckon Fab will dress up as He-Man or a Ninja Turtle.
Sing the He-Man theme song.
El universo del más protegido, He-Man.
You know,
when I was a little kid, I remember that still in South America when it first came out.
You know, I can't remember anything about what you said because it's in Spanish and I don't get it.
I was 4 years old when it came out.
But it gets stuck in my head when you say it. And I can, it'll be stuck in my head all day now. And the only thing I know is He-Man.
Hey,
right,
can we go back to where we were and we'll do another 5 or so?
All right.
So you'll be there with the Bethesda people?
Yes, I'll be there at the Bethesda booths, just hanging around those guys until they get sick of me.
No.
And just, I'll be meeting some fans if they're there. But, you know, it's surprising there aren't a lot of fans. Like the cultures are so separated. Like the MMA world, and UFC world, and like the gaming industry, they're just two different worlds, which is why I guess I'm so pumped to go down there and to just experience it. You know, I'll be sure to. You know what I'm actually going to do, Dave? Is the handheld camera I have.
Yep.
I'm going to whip it out this weekend. You'll see, guys.
Awesome.
I'm going to work the ground. I'm going to be in the field for Grange TV this weekend.
Nice.
I don't know how it's going to go.
No.
Eli might get a bit upset.
Hey, well, what can I do, mate?
Fionn O'Gorman.
Rematch Izzy outside pack and save. Nah.
Pack and save?
Yeah.
What is pack and save?
I don't know. I assume it's a shop or I don't know, someplace. So like fight him in the car park.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, you'd want to get paid for it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't really want
to. Fractured Fox just gave $1.
to jabs the buck.
What a good person. Head up to Bobby, keep winning and get your belt back from, I can't read it.
Izza.
Lim 10.
Thomas Wilcox. What's your favourite Derek Brunson fight?
Can I say which one I think?
Yeah.
Brunson and Romero.
That was a good
fight. That was a really good fight.
Right up until the third. He was going well. He
He
was winning.
I would say
I think he was winning.
Huh. He hit Romero with this high kick that I thought was going to take Romero's head off, and Romero just walked through it.
Hatu. Love your Rob since the Brunson fight. Could you ask the UFC to sell the replica shorts with your name on them? I want to rep my favourite fighters.
Don't they do that?
Not the shorts. The shirts they do, not the shorts.
Okay.
I'll ask, but just for you. John Spicer. Didn't he?
He did another $20.
Another $20.
This goes to Fab's Mortal Kombat lessons. John, you're the man. John Spicer. My daughter's born in about 6 weeks. I'm going to name her John Spicer. If I don't name her that, it'll be like one of the final names.
Like middle name.
Yeah, could be. Could be
like
something like that.
Something, John Spicer, something.
It could be. Seamus McDonald.
$50.
$50.
Canadian. Is that CA? Yeah, Canadian.
So that's surely got to be more than Australian.
That's
dollars.
like 4,000 Australian bucks.
Which is by the East Coast. So thanks for doing the podcast, guys. I just got home from work and was stoked to see the stream. Big respect to you, Rob, for how you carry yourself in victory and defeat, as well as what you do outside the cage. Team Reaper for life. Cheers. You're a champion, Seamus.
Thank you very much, Seamus. You see, this is the 98% we were talking about. We have such a nice, clean culture of people that understand that you're just going in there. These guys are any fighter. They're going out there. They're putting their hearts on the line. They're out there trying to entertain you people.
I think in Grange TV it's closer to what Tristan said, being 99% upwards.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that after this.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
Thanks for the great fight, Rob, from Blake Snell. Thank you, Blake.
Hey, Dogman, Dugan's back. Win, lose or draw, Reaper Nation till the end. Yeah, boy.
Nice. Space Case. Much support from Canada. Champion.
$2.79 from
$79. I like this man. This guy
$37
must be an accountant or something. Leaves no stone unturned.
Yeah, he could only claim that much back on tax.
What's that say, Rob? The next person?
Zero.
And it says, ever played Rainbow Six? What rank, if so?
No, my mates have been trying to get me on Siege, but I just can't.
What's Rainbow Six?
I don't play PlayStation console.
Okay.
I play computer, and all my mates play PlayStation, which is why I don't. But it's like a shooting game, like Call of Duty, if you've heard it.
No.
Different brand.
Tin up in a hole.
Whatever.
I found it. Look, I found your conversation.
Yeah, you just
fascinating.
just fucking ignored me.
Thanks for being a great human being. I'm assuming he's talking to Dave.
Thanks.
Yoza, hey champ, will you wrestle more in the future? Yeah, maybe. You know, it's my wrestling game has been something I've been wanting to incorporate in my fights for a long time. It just, I felt so good standing last fight that I didn't really incorporate it.
And also the fight didn't progress further. You know what I mean?
You know,
But
yeah, you know, it's something that I've held up my sleeve for a long time. So you may be seeing it in the near future. We'll see. I open a lot of people's eyes, I think.
Chris Wilson, Izzy read The Art of War. Now you need to. Your grammar's terrible, dude. You should read it.
Yeah.
Chris Wilson.
But I have also.
And so have I.
By Sun Tzu.
Thank you, though, Chris.
Yeah.
Fractured Fox sent you a Twitch.
Sent you a Twitch emote to use on your stream. I don't know how to use any of those or how to work any of the Twitch emotes, because Twitch has its own sort of thing where they emote and stuff like that. I don't know how to work any of that, so thank you though. I'll look into it and.
Yeah. Alex Chung, you were a champion before you won the belt, and you're a champion now. Stay up, Robbie. You're one of the greatest of all time, and more importantly, a dope human being.
Thank you very much, mate.
Champion, mate. Champion.
Honestly, I think the latter part of that sentence is much more important than being champion or anything like that. I think just being someone your kids can look up on YouTube without cringing is pretty important. I think about that a lot, you know. I think of my kids in high school YouTubing me, like during my prime or whatever, and just like I picture other fighters' kids looking at their parents.
Yeah, but the kids will be a product of those things, so they're not gonna. Do you get what I mean?
Or they may not, and they may be like, fucking wow.
No, but like if you go to Cabramatta Creek, there's carp in there. I can't exist in there because I'm a fucking dolphin. There are no dolphins in Cabramatta Creek. But carp exists there.
You're a dolphin.
Why are you a dolphin?
Because I'm fucking graceful, mate.
You're a dolphin.
At the very least, I'm a pelagic species.
You're a dolphin.
I'm certainly not someone to live in a creek. Now, move on.
What sort of dolphin? You're a bottlenose dolphin.
A porpoise. I'm a porpoise. Hashka bashka. After seeing Rob at the open workouts, it's apparent that the next step is to cut to 155 to finally fight Khabib.
That's got to be a joke.
I think you make 155 if you
Fuck off.
Cade the 8 says, would you fight Costa?
I'd have to one day, probably.
I would imagine so.
Sorry, I can't say no.
No, certainly not.
Anybody but him. Wrong division, Robbie. Wrong division.
Can you read that person? Mellow Man?
No, you're the one above it. Noah Bomber. $5.
Mellow Man.
$5.
Nothing to say.
Nice.
You fucking legend.
Mellow Man, love from Canada.
0.
This was an exciting fight with two great mixed martial artists. Hope to see you back in there again, champ.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Really do.
Do you want a water, Rob? Do you want water?
No, I'm good. I've been drinking from my big bottle over here. I'm going to keep hitting these out, but Mopey or Moppy. Rob, you're at the tippy top of the mountain, but you're really only halfway up. You will be back. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. These comments are great. Everyone's paying real money just to say nice shit.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I know. Faith in humanity again.
Honestly, like this is the culture we try to create.
Yep.
You know, and this is what it's becoming. Like attracts like.
Yep.
Teeks, bro. Your gaming setup's hectic, lol. Twitch repeat? What's a Twitch repeat? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Twitch repeat.
Can you just keep that in mind where we're at?
Yep.
And then I just want to ask you what's moving forward, what's happening with your speaking tour?
So PAX this weekend, and then next month we have an exciting month. We're doing the speaking tour. Well, I'm doing the speaking tour. We might be doing the speaking tour.
Yeah, I hopefully will be a part of it. My daughter will be born around the time of the speaking tour. My wife selfishly didn't care, and she said, I'm going to do it.
She's always had it out for me, dude.
She's very narcissistic, my wife, and she said, the baby will be born around the time of the speaking tour.
Yeah.
So
she knew the speaking tour was then.
I know.
But
trust me, I've had stern words with her.
But yeah, so the speaking tour next month, I'm very, very, very excited about. So there's a whole list of locations. Like we're hitting most cities in Australia. So if you go onto robwhittaker.co, you can buy your tickets there, but you can also check the locations, the cities and stuff. And but we're going to most places.
Sorry, Dave, is the link going to be up for people to see?
Yep.
Can I do that thing? Is it like right below me? Can I say click this link here?
Yeah, you can actually let me do it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Click this link here. I've seen YouTubers do that. I've never done it, but now I have. Look at that. But yeah, so we're hitting most cities, and I'm really, really excited.
Where are you going to do? Like what cities? Where?
Most cities, so Sydney, Perth, and Queensland. Like most cities around
in Australia. Most capital cities in Australia.
And I think we're going to Hobart as well. So
that's not really a city. New Zealand.
And New Zealand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. I'm very excited for the speaking tour, but I'm also very nervous because this speaking tour is it's going to be an inside look into my entire life, like how I was growing up, you know, how I was raised with my parents, with when they split up, how I went about things, how I grew up in housing commission, how I fell into bad crowds, fell into good crowds, everything. You know, how I dealt with trials and tribulations between like my back-to-back losses early in my career to getting the champion, to getting the title, to losing the title. So, I'm very excited, but I'm also very, very nervous.
I think knowing your background a little bit more than I say most people would, I think there's going to be a lot of stories there that I think people can take away from it that they wouldn't necessarily know, you know, they wouldn't necessarily guess even, you know what I mean? I think, to me, just because I am probably going to be part of the speaking tour, so having delved into what some of the subject content's going to be, I think for anyone, even like I don't think it's really going to be fight related, I suppose. It's going to be more about. I think the fights are going to form chronological timestamps.
Yeah.
But I think the
just so you know whereabouts in time in my life this is happening and what we're doing at the same time. But yeah, as you say, like more importantly, it's about me as a person during those times, me evolving into a man, and as well as like, you know more than anybody because we've spent a lot of time together and we've worked together for a while. But I don't let people in, I don't. And I've only just started to try and work that skill set of letting people in to see.
It's crazy. It's kind of off topic, but it's on topic. Is like there have been camps, and we'll probably speak about it more on the speaking tour. There have been camps fight camps, preparations, whatever you want to call them, where the preparation was fucking terrible, and you went in there and really performed well, or maybe not performed well, but it was just your night. Because this time, everything went well, and you lost. It's just one of those things. Because I'm thinking back, when we're talking about the chronological order of things and some of those fights, and some of those fights the preparation was terrible.
100%. Like Gaston.
No, but you didn't fight Gaston.
Yeah.
But, there were ones that were a lot worse than that. There were, mate.
Maybe Hester?
Oh, I could name a few, mate. We'll leave them for the speaking tour.
Are there that many? No.
We'll leave that for the speaking tour. So this will be the first type of tour like this that you've ever done.
Yeah, this is the first speaking tour. And this is actually, to be honest, it's the first time I've ever really tried to tell my story to an intimate group of people.
How hard do you find the speaking per se?
In what regards?
Public speaking.
It depends. There's two types of public speaking. There's the first one where I have to hit these lines and it has to be very upfront, formal. I can hit those on the head every day of the week. They're easy, but that's not the sort of speaking tour I want to give. It's not the sort of conversation I want to have with people. What I want to have is I want to have the nitty details, the gritty details of my upbringing, of why I acted a certain way at this period, how I got past that during this period, how I did this. And I think in trying to open those doors and let people in like that, I'm going to feel very vulnerable. So I think this is going to be a lot harder than I'm used to. But in saying that, I'm also excited because one, for me, it's very therapeutic. I think it's going to be a chance for me to be able to just be like, wow, I did all this and became this guy. Which is, I like to think I'm not that bad, but also I understand that there are a lot of guys because I remember growing up about a lot of other guys that grew up in the housing commission with me, that I think if they would have heard me then, they may have done something differently. They may have said no instead of yes when they should have.
Can you give us an insight into some of the stuff you'll be talking about? Like if you can share a story, like a little bit of a synopsis of something that perhaps people haven't heard about, that you would probably speak about on the speaking tour?
Well,
you can think on it. We'll read some more of them. This is like a commercial break.
It is. Let me get a bathroom.
What's the next one?
You don't have to filter the ones you can answer without me.
I'll give it a good crack, mate.
Answer the ones for me too, please.
I will. I will. Is that what we're up to? Can you make it bigger, Dave? Because I can't see. Rob, you're at the tippity top of the mountain, but you're really only halfway up.
Oh, we got that one.
You will be back. That's from Moppy. Moppy, you're a champion. Your gaming. I heard that one. The gaming setup. £5. Nice. From Anonymous.
What's that in Australian? $1 million?
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. Adrian Perez. It's like somebody giving you a gold bullion. It says, Adrian Perez, style bender can suck it. Stick a scotch finger in his behind when you rematch him. He'll tap. $1,000 on submission. Reaper Nation. Adrian Perez, you went too far, mate. There's a line and you triple jumped it like at the Olympics. Dana Red, £2, says screw the Rock. I agree with you, Dana. Kaz Yamasaki, $20.
We Can we pause for 1 second? Look at Dana Red's picture. It's Dana and he's red.
Kazuya Masaki, I believe in you. Who believes in you?
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. What are your thoughts on Bam Bam and Tuffa losing and Jake Matthews winning $7.99 by Ush Ah?
Thoughts? I think Bam Bam had a hard fight. I think the guy he fought was very talented. He was very skilled.
He was good.
He was very, very good. I thought the whole time I thought if Bam Bam lands one on him, he'll kill him. But the other guy fought very, very smart. He took him down. He just kept him on his ground, kept him on his back. Like the guy Bam Bam fought was very, very skilled. I still think Bam Bam can be the best heavyweight ever. I just think he's just got a bit of a road to get there, like we all do. Tough, I just got hit by a right hand at the right time.
It was a super hard shot.
Yeah, and it happens. You get caught. It happens.
And Jake Matthews?
And Jake Matthews had a great fight. I think he had a tough fight.
It's hard for you to talk about it because we're kind of getting ready.
Yeah, I was getting ready at the same time. But he was coming back from a bit of a layoff, like 8 months or something, a bit more. And, I think it looked like that a little bit. But I think he's becoming a better fighter in his old age. Not that he's
I actually think so too.
But I think he's becoming a better fighter in his old age. Like he looks more calm. He looks more clinical. He just looks better.
I think so. Maurice MK, Gracie Smith, Grange member here. Represent, mate. Gracie
Represent.
Smith, Grange. Drove down twice for your fights and drove back both times. Proud that you're a representative of our area, irrespective of the result. Heading to PAX 2. See you there.
I will see you there, mate. Maybe we can do a session.
$10 as well.
Maybe we can do a session.
Maybe.
We do an outdoor session.
Daniel Deadvukaj. Daniel Deadvukaj. Love you, Rob. Very inspiring how you keep your head high even after a hard loss. I was kind of sad you didn't walk out to Can't Be Touched.
I'm sorry, mate. I really wanted to change songs, though, because...
the irony's not lost on me.
I changed my song to...
Can't Be Touched. From Can't Be
Touched, and I got touched.
Fuck. Sam Reed, how much to get Fab to cosplay for a podcast?
That's a good one. As what, bud?
What's cosplay?
It's the dress up.
How much to get you dressed up as a maid?
I've done that for free.
No worry. Seriously.
My dad was such a crazy guy.
How much do we have to raise to get you to dress up as Piccolo?
Who's Piccolo?
From Dragon Ball Z.
I have no idea who that is.
He's like the green Namekian guy.
That's just not me, mate.
I reckon a Ninja Turtle.
That's just not me, mate. There's some things.
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter.
My soul's not for sale, mate.
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter.
Martin Cole, $5.
Do you know the brain?
What is the strategic reason you didn't go for a takedown when you and Adesanya clinched? It looked like you could have.
I was hitting him. I thought I was like, I felt great. I felt like I was outstriking him. I was on the books until I got hit, until I got clipped. Yeah,
I think it was a close fight, and I think there's things that you feel in the moment as well.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
I feel like I need
to. He-Man dresses up as Fab for Halloween by Will Murray.
Wow, he paid $7 to say that.
You're a champion, mate. Will
$7 Canadian.
I love it. Yoza, New Zealand, $2. Thoughts on Blitz 1-2, then shoot for a takedown. That's a good combination.
Maybe next time. I think good. Yeah, good.
Cade the 8, New Zealand, $5. Would you fight Costa if Dana offered the fight?
That's
kind of your job.
It's my job to fight people. Ryan D. Rob, can you hook me at your Adelaide event for the speaking tour so I can practice what Feb said to do?
When did I say for Rob to check hook?
I think the cooking stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't say check hook though. I want straight right down the pipe. The devil's in the details, my friend.
Yeah, let me move quick. Sorry.
Going back.
Yep.
Sorry, we'll have a little pause. Going back to what we were speaking about earlier. What can people expect at your speaking tour?
Yeah, I guess just a big thing that I'm going to touch on is like how it felt growing up poor, like growing up in Housing Commission, kind of like the difference between like being Housing Commission and not Housing Commission in Menai was kind of, you know, obvious. You know.
Okay, so just to clarify that, because like Dave and I grew up in a similar background. We went to Ashcroft High School, and growing up in Housing Commission in that area, you didn't carry the stigma.
Yeah.
Because everyone grew up in Housing Commission that went to Ashcroft High School.
And that's how I felt.
Not everyone, sorry, is going to be, I wasn't Housing. I know that. I wasn't either, but I'm saying it didn't carry the stigma.
And that's how I felt when I lived in Riverwood, because there was no Housing Commission in Riverwood. I mean, there was everybody was Housing Commission in Riverwood. Like, it just felt normal. And then I moved into Menai, and the Housing Commission there was just like a small group of people. You know, when we went to school, we were the Houso group. So, just...
And it's very different, eh? It's like massively different. Like when you grow up in an area where everyone's like that, you don't suffer the stigma. You just do not suffer the stigma.
You don't have any insecurities about it. You know, me growing up in Menai, like I had insecurities about, you know, being poor. You know, and nowadays I can break it down and make sense of it and everything. But as a kid, it was hard. It was hard. Like, fun fact, like when I first met Sophia, I went to her house and we hung out and stuff, and then her parents offered to drive me home, and they drove me to my street, but I said I live there, and I pointed at this big ass house across the road, and then they let me out. I said, yeah, no worries. And I'm such an idiot. I didn't even let them. They hadn't even fully driven off. They saw me in the rearview mirror dashing across the street into the house, into the townies. Yeah. So you know, that's just something this is like one small part, one small detail.
But your predicament, just to delve into a little bit further, you lived with your father and your brother in the Housing Commission houses in Menai.
Yes.
But prior to living in that, can you just speak a little bit about the housing arrangement with your father and your brother when you were 10 or 11, just before you went there?
Yeah, so...
Because you weren't in a Housing Commission home yet.
Nah, so when I lived with my mum for a little bit, with me and my brother, we lived with my mum, and then we moved and lived with my old man. And that's a story I'm saving for another time, not now. But when we moved with my old man wasn't ready for us to... So he was only renting an apartment at his mate's place at the time. And anybody who's been in Housing Commission realises that, like, when you apply for Housing Commission, for like the housing assistance sort of thing, there's a wait list. So while we were on the wait list, we were staying. All three of us were living in a room, honestly, no bigger than where the curtains start, just there, this little podcast room. Like, all three of us had our clothes. Me and my brother would share a bed on the floor. Old man would have the mattress next to us, and we just lived there. And it was in West Ryde at the time, and so my dad was having to drive. Like, my dad though he was very good. Like, he still wanted me to do sports, still wanted me to do football and karate, and would drive the distance before work to take us before school care, take us to karate afterwards in Riverwood, and drive us all the way home and do that every day. And he was working all day as well during that period. You know, got a lot of respect for my dad. He made a lot of sacrifices he didn't need to. You know that a lot of other people wouldn't have done. But he made those sacrifices, and you know, we're better for it. But yeah.
And then when you moved, how long were you in that situation?
2 years or so, 2-3 years, and then maybe 2 years, and then, you know, it's funny. It's like when we moved to the townhouses in Menai, I thought that was a mansion, dude. Like, it's like the biggest thing I've ever seen, because went from one single bedroom to like having like our own rooms, and then there was a garage, and we had a backyard, and like I was over the moon, and it wasn't until like we started going to primary school that people started putting people down for it. Kids are ruthless.
Yeah, 100%.
Like little shits.
All right, so that's
that's the sort of details I want to go into and speaking to, like, really let people in onto how I was raised, why I am the way I am.
Okay. What's the next one that's there?
Top.
Is there any way to get a signed Reaper shirt? Sure, send it to the gym. Send it to the gym and we'll take it from there. But make sure you post it with a return envelope. Otherwise, I'm reselling it.
That's £2. Del Rage, $10. I'm a fan of MMA and the nerd life. If I see you, I'll buy you those dumplings, Bobby. You're a champion, Del
Cheers,
Rage.
mate. Love me some dumplings. We both like dumplings, to be honest.
I do like dumplings.
Dumplings are pretty
Rock and
good.
Roller 524, $9.99. What's the last movie that made you cry, honestly?
Oh, you can start with this one, Fab, because I've got to think.
It's not to me. They're not asking me. They're asking you.
No, we're both here. We can both answer.
It's not me, man. They're asking you. They're 100% asking you.
All right. The last Avengers made me cry.
Endgame.
Endgame. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen it. You may want to tune out now, but when Iron Man dies, his little daughter's standing there. I fucking... I said spoiler alert. Fuck. Pause it.
I haven't seen the film.
Hey? Fuck you. Maybe super aware, like I just killed the whole movie. Like, fucking... I said spoiler alert. But yeah, anything to do with kids and parents, like when something happens to the parents and the kids left there sad, or something happened to the kids, like it fucking breaks me. I can't handle that stuff. But yeah.
Hey Rob, I'm a semi-pro BMX rider and I cosplay Ken from Street Fighter at cons. Tell these goofs being an athlete makes your costume way more worth doing and looks awesome.
It does.
Tell us that. Go on.
It does. Fab. Being an athlete makes the costumes look better because we're yoked when we do it.
Cool. Hatu, $5. I never donate, but I really appreciate that, Rob. Thanks so much. Hope you have a quick recovery. Can't wait to see you win again.
Thank you, Hatu. That's the second time I've seen his name. Sure.
Dago Trejo, $10. I wish you a great time at PAX and can't wait for the comeback. Champion.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You know, we have never received this amount of donations ever.
Nah. Yep. Morgan Taylor, $2. Win, lose, or draw. You're still sexy as fuck. That must be to Eli, surely.
You hear that, Sophia? $2, baby.
Saro, $2.
I'm $2 sexy.
Play Rainbow Six on PC there.
Yeah, boy. No. I went into this before. All my mates play console, but...
When are you going to PAX?
Tomorrow. I think PAX starts Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, yeah, this weekend.
Peace, Joe Rogan gone too soon. Oh, come on. You're another line jumper. Too far.
He did rip off our clip, by the way. So, thanks, Joe Rogan, for using our clip.
He didn't credit us.
He didn't credit us, but it's all right.
You could have credited us, Joe. The most successful podcast around, and you didn't credit us. Come on. Seamus McDonald, any chance we can get you trying out WoW Classic, Rob? Cheers and respect.
I don't know. Like, we'll have to wait and see.
What's WoW?
World of Warcraft. Like you've never heard of it? Really? It's like the biggest...
I'm an adult. It's different.
Is it? It's... I kind of... You shut down everything I was going to say now. Fucking...
Now tell me about your fantasy game.
It is... No, but WoW is like...
Where you go to escape your pathetic life.
WoW's a classic, bro.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Not going to lie. So Safa 707, New Zealand, $5. Not going to lie. I cheered for Izzy when he won, but I'm a huge fan of yours before the fight and after. You're a straight up good thing, and so is Fab. Safa 707, there is no need to lie. Izzy's a great fighter. He won. You should be happy to be a fan of his. And thank you for saying I'm a good person.
Yeah. Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you for watching the podcast.
Thank you.
Noah Bomar, $5. Rob, add me back on RuneScape or I'm going to clobber my dog. Her well-being is in your hands now. Do the right thing, champ. Don't be a dickhead, Rob.
All right. I'll add you.
Chelsea Swafford, $5. You're a great fighter and an even better person. You'll get your belt back. Keep your head up. Purple love heart.
I feel like all these donations are like people doing this.
Yeah. I just feel real sorry for you.
He has some money.
Have some money, big guy.
That's fucking killing me.
Carlos Granados.
It's
Can't
killing
wait
me.
for your next fight. $5. Here's a $5.
Ross
buddy.
Riley. Who do you think you'll fight next?
$2.
Who do you think I'll fight next? It's hard to say.
I don't know, man, because you probably won't fight till February or March.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see who wins.
Yeah.
There'll be a little bit of movement. Let's see who wins, who loses, who takes fights, and, what's up next. Account number $2. Thoughts and prayers to Joe Rogan's family. See, the problem is I read stuff, and I don't think so. Can you please stop putting up bad stuff about people? Thank you, people. Thank you for doing the podcast. It's nice seeing you and appreciate you keeping your fans in the loop. True, good, and honourable person. Some more respect from Canada. The
Thank you,
Canadians
mate.
are strong
They are.
in this, yeah.
It's got to be like super late there, isn't it? Or is it super early?
I don't know, but they obviously have disposable income in Canada.
I'm going to throw my money at you because you're the homie.
That's
Appreciate
right,
it.
economy,
Economy.
$5.
He's a guy on the Discord. Thanks, mate.
Marty Zan, touch me, Bobby. He's $2.
He did that twice.
He did it twice. It's $4. You have to touch him.
Brown starfish, you have nice areolas.
Too much. See, brown starfish. That's too much. Moving right along, I'm going to ask you what's going on with the doco.
Yeah, so we're making a documentary at the moment with the Stormbringer crew. They've been great during the week. They got a lot of behind the scenes footage. They're getting a lot of behind the scenes footage at my home life. So it's just like it's going to be like another window into my life. It's going to be a window into my life in such a way that you don't see on Embedded, you don't see on anything else. It's going to be quite candid and you're going to see a lot of looks from me that you don't see. Just like the podcast has opened, I think, a lot of people's opinions of us. Like they've gotten to know us in a way, and our personalities. The documentary is going to be a step like that. It's going to be allow people in a little bit more.
Where will the documentary be shown?
I think we're working that out still. Like we've got a bunch of ideas where we're going to launch it, but right now we're just gathering all the information and putting it all together.
I heard it's going to be aired in Moroccan cinema.
Is that?
It's going to go massive in Morocco.
Did you, mate? It's only going to be aired on like one illegal streaming channel
in Morocco.
One illegal streaming channel.
At 2 a.m. That's your window to watch it. Tuesday morning at 2 a.m. in Morocco.
But yeah.
Awesome. Did the doctor say you can have sexual again?
It's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, you degenerate. What's wrong with you? And your grammar is terrible. No more, people, no more. Daniel Hodgson, $20. Hey, mate, had you on my podcast years ago after Tough One. Want to come to Alice Springs for a seminar and train? Number 2, ever played Quake Champs? Number 3, you're a champ in and out of the ring. Always enjoy watching you fight.
Okay, I'll go this one. I have played Quake Champs. It's so fast. I'm terrible at it. I can't even understand what's going on. 2, thank you very much for your thing. But for the first part, Alice Springs, tell the people what we're thinking about, mate.
Well, we have our GAP program. We're looking at, there's another block on the 27th of this month for the GAP program. And we haven't asked him yet, but I'm going to ask him. I won't say who I'm going to ask anyways, because it's kind of put unfair pressure.
Puts him on
the spot. I was going to put him on the spot.
But if anybody's half with it, they've got to work out who we're going to ask.
So they should. We want to do a run to raise awareness and to raise some money to run more of the GAP program. And we want to maybe do the run through Alice Springs. And we'll see how we go. I'd love to do it, but we're definitely, the GAP program is running whatever, regardless. But we do want to raise funds to be able to do
these charity type running events. Yeah.
Well, obviously the GAP program is not a charity, but we'd love to raise some money to promote it and to be able to do the program. It's very, very hard to get the funding to do it. So any private funding that we can have for the GAP program definitely helps, and it helps a lot of people. So, we'll go from there. Dirty Joe says, love you, Rob. Very inspiring how you keep your head high even after a hard loss. But I was kind of sad he didn't walk out to Can't Be Touched.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I really wanted a new song. I was getting sick of that one.
Tito AJ says, can you give stylebender.com back to Izzy now? I don't think you ever took it.
I don't own it.
It's not Rob's. C. Milltown may have missed it. When do you get your head scans, and do you or Fab know how thorough they are? You guys are great. Cheers from Miller. Cheers, Chris from Miller. Is that Miller like...
Miller.
Miller?
Must be.
Oh, that's where I grew up.
Well, obviously he knows you.
I hope so. Well, we have neurologists that will take care of that.
Yeah.
And
we'll go to Andrew McDonald, and he'll put us in touch with everyone that needs to be put in touch with.
Yeah, so it'll be taken care from there, and I don't know if it'll be just a scan or whatnot, but yeah, we'll definitely have all of that done. So yeah, hi guys, I'm an Izzy fan, but have huge admiration for you as a fighter and a man, humble in victory and defeat. All the best. Tao Hapa from New Zealand, $5.
Thanks, brother. Really appreciate it.
Squeaks McChair for $5. Hey Fab, look on the bright side. At least Rob isn't a furry. What is a furry?
Nah, you can look that up in your own time, mate.
But what is a furry?
I'm not going to go into it. I am not going into it.
Maurice MK is back again. No. He's the same thing. Dave.
No.
Have you flanked us?
No, it hasn't. They put the same comment again.
Nah, it's not the same. There's so many.
There's so many. There's heaps.
Wow.
There was a good one up here. Any chance Izzy and Jacob performance? So they fought on Friday. I'll talk a bit about that.
So Izzy that they're referring to is Izzy Fitikefu from our team. And from what I understand, he's pretty close to being picked up. Very close. Very, very, very close.
He had a very impressive win on the weekend.
Yeah, against a very, very tough fighter, Kit Campbell. Kit's super tough, very talented.
He's very good.
And Izzy had a very, very nice performance against him. So from my understanding, from the little that I know about it, he's very close to signing. RBS, $31.
Hey mate, massive fan. Watching you versus Romero was tough for me. You're both my favourite fighters in the UFC. I grew up in Western Sydney, Australia. Same age as you with human heritage background. Best fight I've seen, mate. Thank you, mate. It was a hard fight. Very hard fight. Fab does look like Piccolo. $10. He does.
I want to know who Piccolo is.
And look him up.
Where does it hurt on your leg? You know where? No pain on face. Still replay in BT that round for motivation on the daily. Pure Warriors. Anyways, cheers from NYC. Hope to see you at MSG one day.
Thank you, mate.
Jack McHansley. I don't know how many more of these can we do.
Man,
Dave?
heaps, man.
We should tell.
We'll book some of them and we'll cover it.
You know, guys, everyone, stop putting the questions in for money. The ones we haven't read, we are going to take down and move them into the next couple.
I think so.
Because otherwise, we're going to be here all day, all night.
I think, Dave, can you explain one of the things that we want to do moving forward?
Yep, so we're almost going to hit 30k, so subscribe. And then we're going to have special exclusive content from Grange TV, which is a lot of this Q&A stuff and more one-on-one content. But also, we've also just released the Grange TV merchandise store. It should be underneath the YouTube channel. And you can buy the Grange TV shirts. You also got the the Grange wrestling shirt, Fab, if you want to. And also the Gracie shirt with the Aboriginal flag on it. They're all available now for purchase, and they're also in the description.
Amazing.
Also, Reaper gear at the Rob website. There's also a link underneath in the description to get the Reaper gear.
Can people like and subscribe, please? Can you put a little thing like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
Do it like you're pointing towards it now.
Does it work if I go like this? No. Only works for Rob.
No.
It only works for Rob.
Do it and he'll edit it in later. Just do it.
He won't edit it in.
Just do it.
He's not going to do it.
Just do it.
It will come at the end of the clip.
All right. Like and subscribe. Also, another thing, I want to thank Kaplan Homes for they built the granny flat that we're in, and they're also the ones that are building the studio for us.
This office is just getting better and better.
It's just, mate, gone from strength to strength. So they put up the curtains and the railings, and they're going to put up a feature wall here with a little bit of artwork and that. I just want to thank Kaplan Homes. If you want a home built at any stage, please go to Kaplan Homes if you're in this area or anywhere in New South Wales, I suppose. Thank you very much, Kaplan Homes. That was also your first sponsor.
First sponsor, like first and major sponsor, because they don't only sponsor me. They Andrew Canadley, like the owner, he mentors me as well. So thank you very much for that. He always has. He's always on my side, and
he was in charge of that ridiculous game plan.
Okay, you just bury him with it. But yeah, no, they're great. They've been with me since day one.
All right, awesome. Hey, thank you very much, guys. Please tune in again. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your support. Thanks for all the donations. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.